Welcome back, tribe. Grab your popcorn. It's about to get interesting. Somebody emailed me this, and hopefully you haven't corrupted my YouTube search history because of this, but it's called How to Properly Treat a Bull, the Cuck Lifestyle. Listen to this. 5 signs that someone is a cuck. Let's start with that. Let's see if you guys are qualifying or not.
My name is Bella. Welcome back to my channel. And in this video, we are going to talk about 5 signs that somebody is a cuckold. And if you don't know what cuckold is, then it sucks for you because you should know that. Number 1.
Some men can be saved, but here we go. I tell you guys, look, she's got it right here.
You are addicted to porn, or you are being overly sexual. And the reason behind it is that when you are watching porn, okay, so when you start doing all this, like watching porn and whatever, you're not going for kinks, obviously, because you don't know about them. But the deeper you go, the more kinks you discover, and cuckolding is one of them, right? So
there you go. You're a cuck if you watch porn. There you go.
At one point, like you must be like really so deep in it that you find out about cuckolding, right? So like, you know, you probably know a lot about these kind of websites. You've probably been spending a lot of time on there. And also,
Jesus Christ.
While you're watching it, it makes you are literally watching watching women being satisfied by other men. Okay, so that is already the idea of cuckolding, like watching women being satisfied not by you but by another man. So it's kind of already like watching it. It's already kind of programming you into seeing other men take all the women, right? And take your girl, and you start comparing yourself. You're like, oh, you can never compare to these guys that you see. And
do you see the way she's putting it? This is why it's so destructive to men. Not only the addiction and the cheap dopamine you get, but the programming. This is a woman that's in this lifestyle telling you 5 signs you're a cuck. You're a cuck for consuming that shit. Oh my God.
You know, then it becomes self-fulfilling prophecy.
Wow.
So number 2 sign is he or you, I'm not sure if you're like watching this video for yourself or for somebody else, but anyways, you don't get competitive around other men, and you don't get involved in situations that will put you in competition with other men. Why? Because you know that you're inferior. You know that other men are better than you. Like, you don't have this masculine alpha competitiveness that most of men do, right? Like, and that's why you go into cuckolding, because you just don't feel like you don't want to compete for the girl. You just accept that you are less than this other man, right? And by that, I also mean,
Jesus.
It doesn't have to be only in the situation. It can be also in different situations, like at work. When you see other men competing for the best job, best whatever, you don't join them, you know? Or with sports, you're not overly into sports because there's men competing. You would have to.
This reminds me, remember when the American Association of Psychology said that stoicism, competition, ambition, that's all considered toxic masculinity? They're trying to cuck you. They're turning you into a cuck. This is the feminization of men, turning them into little slaves. This is, it gets so deep.
Compete against other men, but you already accepted that you're inferior, so you don't put yourself in this kind of like scenarios at all. Or if you're in a scenario like that, you don't see that as a competition, you know? It's just like another day, you know? Like, you don't feel the need to do your best and win the prize.
What the fuck?
Anyway, and yeah, you don't take competition well, basically. Number 3, you are insecure about your size and about yourself in general. So as I'm saying in a lot of my videos, confidence is very important for men. So if something happened to you already in your life that put your confidence down, doesn't even have to be about your size. Like, I know a lot of cuckolds, they are like good size, they have a good size, but they can't, you know, they're still insecure deep down in their personality. Like, you know, something can happen with them, and they just don't see themselves as worthy of getting this girl. So that's why they are better off if another man gets the girl, right?
Wow.
But of course, there is also the size. So when you are born with a smaller size than average, then you kind of like start to understand in your life that this is not going to work, and the only way for you to have a woman and make a woman happy is by letting her be with other men. So
what, you know,
it's sad,
hell?
but it is what it is. We just have to take it for what it is. Number 4.
It's sad while she smiles and is like reveling in this shit. This is the downfall of Western society. Do you see this? I tell you guys, reject modernity, reject the feminization of men, find mentors, read books, strengthen your mind, strengthen your body, align it with your spirit, find purpose in life, because this is where it leads. A purposeless life, of the modern world leads into depravity like this. This is modern day slavery. Holy shit. There's a whole side of YouTube that is nothing but these kind of videos.
Okay, this one is interesting. And it is that your wife has a high drive and you're unable to satisfy her. So you feel inadequate. You don't feel adequate enough to satisfy her. So what you're gonna do is you're going to let other men do that because she has like such a high drive. You can't just keep up with that. And this happens actually it happens the other way around a lot, you know, but it can happen this way too. Like, she just needs it more, you know, and you just can't get yourself into that position where you're able to do that. And this kind of example can be also if you don't have to be a beta to be cuckold, all right? Usually they're betas, of course, but when you're in a situation like this where you just cannot, you know, keep up with her, then you might need to allow her to go with other man, and you might need to know about that, right? So that also makes you cuckold. All right. So the last sign that somebody's a cuckold is that he has gay or bisexual tendencies, meaning that deep inside he's very
Okay, the comments, bro, please. Look, this got 197,000 views. What the hell? Some men are trying to find a way to heal from being cheated on. Sexualizing the act of a partner with someone else other than you sometimes quells the pain from infidelity. What the Some men discover this kink, heal from trauma, and then discard the kink altogether. The most fearful image a man can create in his head is his romantic and emotional attachment being taken away from him because he's viewed as inferior. Oh my God. Look at this. For me, I'm shorter than other men. This makes me a cuck. Oh my God. As I said, if you need something strong to hold on, try crucifix. What the dude, some men can't be saved. This is what I tell you guys. It's not your job. You could take a horse to water. You can't force them to drink. Cuckold is a man who understands that women are the real goddesses and they deserve all the possible pleasure. Cuckold works very hard with all his strengths to pursue a noble purpose, the biggest pleasure and the biggest happiness for his woman, not only in sex life, but also in other fields. Cuckold fights for his woman so that she obtains all she wants. He freely and very smartly chose to be her doormat. So also him obtains the biggest happiness too. What? Well said, sir. What? This is blowing my mind. Wow, I checked all 5 boxes. Good thing I love being a cuck. Oh my God. Dude, what the F? I did the cuckold thing twice. It was strange. She dressed me up as a sissy girl. I watched her have fun with the guy. When she was finished, she told me that's how it's done, sissy. What? Okay, we got to go to the next video. What the fuck?
Man that is far superior to you, and he gets to have your woman, okay, and do whatever he wants with her, and you are there to watch. You're there to be a good boy and learn, okay? And such a beautiful setting to talk about bulls, right? But anyways, in a lot of cases, the cucks want to be involved with the bull. They just don't want to watch. They want to somehow like contribute to the dynamic, and rightfully so, right? Like it's, you know, the more involved they are, the more pain they can feel, or the more they can enjoy the cuckolding dynamic, seeing something that is really taboo. And yeah, so first things first. Since the first moment you meet your bull, you need to have respect for him. Everything that he says goes, okay? Everything that he want to do, he is allowed to do. Of course, like, I'm saying this just because I know that is something that's going to, you know, excite you. But of course, it should have certain limits that you agree on. But you have to always respect his wishes, right? Like, he's the one who is going to say what he wants.
World War II is a mistake. Oh my God. What is happening?
And you are there to either like agree or, you know, find a different bull. So yeah, the next thing that is really important is that you as a cuck should prepare your woman for him, right? Like, this bull usually doesn't know your woman as much as you do, even though he should, but he's gonna know her in a different way, a lot better than you do. But anyways,
oh my
you know
God,
so you
dude.
probably are going to know exactly in which clothes she looks the best, and that's how you're gonna dress her up. That's how you're going to buy clothes for her that she's going to look absolutely smoking hot in, you know, some beautiful lingerie, a beautiful dress, whatever that you think.
Dude, just look. I think helping my wife get dressed and made up in a very sexy manner for her date with the bull has always been one of the most exciting and mind-blowing things I've ever done. Seems like the bull's personality is key to the whole relationship between the three of you. What the hell? Somebody please defend this in the comments. Somebody. I've always been a huge proponent for traditional masculinity, a man leading a household, rejecting depravity like this. Is there any guy that's watching my channel that is partaking in this kind of shit that would defend it against everybody else? I'm very curious in the comment section because I'm not a fan of pay for play. I've made my stance well known on that. Take heat for it. That's fine. Everybody gets to live their own lives. I'm just curious if there's people that watch me that partake in this and will defend it. Remember to avoid eye contact, boys. Looking a superior male in the eyes can be seen as a threat. What? BBC Bull here, and you are correct. Of course, Daddy. Where are you located? Do you have rates? What is happening on YouTube? I feel shame that I love this. As a sub with 2+ years of experience as a live-in to a couple, man and woman, I love this. I took a lot of pride in effectively clearing up time for my former Sir and Domina the way they could spend more time together. What the hell? All the guys out there watching this video, find God and respect yourself. You deserve love and respect. This is far from it. After watching this video as a cuck, my respect for a bull has increased. As a bull, good boy. Oh my God.
The bull is gonna like the most. Whatever makes your woman seem the best, right? She usually doesn't dress up like this for you. I mean, why would she anyways? But she's going to do
The
that for a bull
disrespect.
that knows how to treat her right? So you as a cuck have to
They hate you. You see this? They hate men. This is a humiliation kink at its core. They hate everything about you. You're a walking wallet. How do you possibly defend this position? I don't understand. How much like self-hate do you have for yourself that, you know, humiliation is something that you derive pleasure from? What a screwed up environment in your mind. Like, how did you grow up? What was your family life like? Your relationship with your mother, your father? Were you abused? Like, how do you view relationships that you have a humiliation kink to this degree?
always put your bull on the first place and treat him as a king, right? Like he is the king and you are the one to fully prepare the entire experience for him. Okay, next point is when he arrives at your place or wherever you're supposed to meet, you're going to be basically his server. So you're going to ask him, what do you need? Do you want a cup of coffee? What is going to make you happy? You know, like you're going to basically serve him. Okay, this is just like such a small, you know, detail, but it's very important, right? Like you're there to serve the entire scene, right? Like you're basically their maid. I would say that way, right? So you're going to serve him whatever he needs to feel, you know, to feel good, drinks, you know, maybe some alcohol if that's what you are into, to kind of like ease flowers falling again, to ease the scene a little bit and ease the situation. And you know, there's this one thing with men that I have noticed when men interact, they're kind of in a competition, right? But in a competition that is like very subtle, like they're not gonna like jump at each other, but they're in a competition. But you as a cuck, you are automatically submitted to him, right? Like you don't, when you meet him, don't try to compete with him, even like, you know, mentally, right? Because men do this with each other. Like when they see each other, they're just like, yeah, which one of us is stronger? Like which one of us can do this, right? And they don't talk about it, but like there's this vibe going, there's like this energy exchange going between them. You as a cuck, you have to completely submit, right? Like you have to kiss his feet literally, right? Like he cannot feel like you're there to compete with him because you know very well that there's nothing to compete with, right? So yeah, once the setting is ready and the bull is ready to do what he's supposed to do, then you're going to be there in the corner crying or doing whatever you want to do, but you're just going to keep quiet, right? Like you're either gonna cry or you're gonna keep quiet, right? Like you're not gonna interrupt unless they call you, right? For example, if they need a cleanup, if they need some extra, you know, alcohol, if they need something, you know, you're going to be just quietly waiting there in a corner, waiting for them to call you out, right?
Hell.
Enjoying the scene and waiting for them to call you out, right? If they need something. And after the thing's done, you're going to thank him for treating your woman right, for showing her what you could not show her. And
this is the highest form of self-hate a man could possibly indulge in. It does not get worse than this. Change my mind. What the hell? Seems like a shitty life for everyone involved. You're amazing. I'm a feminine sissy. Also, housewife. I'd love to be yours. I'm over it, dude. Honestly, my message. Holy crap! If you're ready to receive the information and change your life, so be it. It's all here. We've built a giant repository for you whenever you need it. One of your best vids yet. They reply. This shit is wild. When I tell you guys you cannot save men, and some of them, actually, men are your biggest enemies. It's not women. This whole women hate, it's a smokescreen for weak feminized men, because weak feminized men usher in these eras of hard time. This is what I mean. Look at this. Goddess kidnaps, enslaves you, ASMR. Almost 1 million views. 500,000 views or more. 500,000. If he does these 5 things, he's a sissy. Well, this is more of an entertaining one. There's not much gems to drop here other than just being disgusted. It's a good contrast with some of the videos that we've been posting before, with like the 27-year-old virgin, or the dude that's like 35, looks like a Chad, but he's alone, or the 57-year-old that's like trapped in his marriage and he has a boring life. No matter how bad it is or how bad the position you're in right now currently, it can never be as bad as being a cuck. So have a good laugh at this ridiculous shit that we're dealing with in modern society. Pray you guys never go down this rabbit hole and subject yourselves to this kind of self-hate. And yeah, let me know your comments below. If you haven't already, sign up to the second channel. That one's all strictly self-improvement, life overseas, avoiding these kinds of degenerate outcomes in your life. Links are all in the description below. Come join us for a private chat. That's another way you could avoid this kind of corruption. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm curious to read the comments on this one. Holy hell. Later, guys.